McBride, 15 goals this season. Will this make it number 16? He does.
That's the goal which made it one apiece when it comes to cup finals this season. Yes, Mid-Ulster's Big Two are back at Windsor Park. This time the prize is the Budweiser Cup. Are the sides rated by the managers left out in the cold?
Portadown have an outstanding defensive record. They're very, very solid at the back and they're very hard to score goals against. Having said that, they've got the good marksmen in Steve Klein and Sandy Fraser and even McGee when he comes into play. Glenavon, on the other hand, on their day, I think they play the most attacking and most attractive football. So it all shapes up to be a very, very good game. If you ask me to stick my neck out, I would maybe plump for Portadown this time.
On Saturday we played Portadown. They're a very strong side, they're very strong at the back, and the people up front like Cairns and Fraser can score goals.
And here's Doolin. Cunningham, bit of space opening up here. Cunningham, very pacey, great skill. The left foot, is it in? And what a mistake from Robbie Back.
Glenavon are a very tackle-minded side. Against that, Portadown are very, very defensive and very, very hard to break down. So tonight it'll be a very, very evenly matched contest. For me, because they're such an attacking side, I would like to go for Glenavon tonight, just to shade it.
McCoy, oh, good ball, McBride. There's the cross, McCoy! It's 1-8.
Well, I think Portadown certainly have the all-round strength and depth. It's very difficult to detect a weakness in their setup. Professional management structure, bit of money behind them, bought wisely, good players. Glenavon, perhaps, if they're great, one of their biggest points would certainly be their attack. Ray McCoy, Steve McBride, Ferguson, boys who are all capable of being match winners, but perhaps have been proven to be a little bit suspect at the back. So if I was a betting man, I would bet with Portadown.
Roy Walker about to put his shirt on Portadown. Good evening and welcome to a somewhat blustery Windsor Park. Yes, it's Portadown against Glenavon. And really it's getting a bit like the Rocky movies, isn't it? Well, this is part 3 and it could certainly pack a punch. Just a reminder, Portadown, they won the Ulster Cup. Glenavon, they lifted the Gold Cup. Tonight the prize is the Budweiser Cup. Well, let's take a look at the two teams now, with Glenavon missing a few of their big names. Well, this Glenavon lineup missing names like Blackledge, McCann, Conville and Davies. But the good news is that Raymond McCoy passed a fitness test on a groin injury and he starts. And his return, the only change from the side which beat Carrick Rangers on Saturday. And here's the Glenavon formation. Skipper Paul Byrne, he will really play as a sweeper. They'll use 3 men across the midfield with McCoy, Glenn Ferguson and Steve McBride up front. Looking at Portadown, they are missing the injured Roy McCready in midfield and the suspended Sandy Fraser in the attack. Marty McGee keeps his place up front, as does David Mills in midfield, and that the same team which beat Larne 3-1 on Saturday at Inver Park. Portadown, they use a 4-4-2 system. In the midfield, Joey Cunningham and Greg Davidson really operate as wingers, with McGee up front alongside Steve Kahn, the Irish League's top scorer, with 24. Referee tonight, Mr. David McGill from Belfast, officiating in his second Senior Cup final. So away we go then, in this Budweiser Cup final. Portadown in the red shirts, playing from left to right, and they will be helped in this first half by the gale force breeze here at Windsor Park. It really is a very nasty evening, a touch of rain in the air as well. And Jim Cleary joins me in the commentary box. Jim, let's hope the weather doesn't take away from the game.
Well, unfortunately, Jackie, it may happen. I think we were saying earlier on that Portadown, we were tipping maybe to win the match, and it was a good evening and they could get down and play football, but the breeze may obviously have a big bearing on how the game goes.
Andy Russell making some strides for Glenavon, but it all comes to an end. Forward by Stewart. On by McGee, swirling in the breeze there, the ball. McGee gets another chance. Did well, the low cross in. That was Byrne in the way. Glenavon, I think that's a corner kick.
doubt. Greg Davidson there in your picture will be looking for the left-footed in-swinger. And there's the target for him. Davidson then with the kick. Oh, it's in! Straight through. Direct from the corner kick in the first minute. Greg Davidson puts Portadown one up. We were saying the weather could play a part, and my word, it certainly has. Projection there for Tony Scappaticci and Glenavon. Here we see it. Davidson obviously looking for the in-swinger. He did, he found it, and Robson beaten. Jim Cleary, an amazing start.
What a start for Portadown. And as you've said, Jackie, the wind obviously is definitely going to have a bearing on the game. They'll be looking now to capitalise on this, maybe get another few goals up. But Glenavon, as we know, are a good football side. I expect them to get it down, try and play at the feet, which is the best thing to do, really, against a strong breeze like this.
Well, I'm just thinking, what a dreadful start in many ways for the Glenavon goalkeeper, 21-year-old Craig Robson. Young Mr. Robson, the son of former Glentoran and Glenavon centre-half Alex Robson. There he is, only his 5th senior game tonight. The last 3 games he's had a clean sheet, but beaten tonight in the very first minute. McCoy picks it up. Looks left. McBride. Andy Russell makes the run and receives. Good low cross in, but well anticipated by Keenan. Glenn Ferguson coming in there, but Keenan read it very well. Long kick. Here's Robson. Is he in trouble? My word. The longest kick of the night, and almost a disaster. Not for Marty McGee there, but for the goalkeeper. There's Keenan. Launches a long one. The gale force breeze behind it. Takes one bounce. Robson was on his way out and realised very quickly it's over my head, but just past that upright. Here's Ferris. But that's a wild ball. And throw in goes to Portadown. Down the line again from Philip Major. McBride. Very well in by Major. Ferris being pushed and pulled by Doolan. Gets the free kick. First time at Windsor Park, a first senior cup final, and what a baptism. A goal past him in the first minute. Mills wins it. It's an up and under from Byrne. And again, flag up for offside against Glenn Ferguson in the inside right position. 20 minutes gone, 1-0 to Portadown. Stewart. McBride turns Major this time, looks up, gets it back. Again, Russell makes the run. McBride opts to go inside. Byrne. Plenty of movement up front. That's Cunningham. Too high for Khan and McKeown. It's with McCulloch. Marty McGee. Scappaticci is there. Oh, that's a good tackle. Portadown fast, shouting for the free kick. But a good challenge from Scappaticci. But more pressure from Portadown. It's with Davidson.
Curlis. The low ball in. Mills went for the header. McCulloch. Oh, sorry, Michael McKeown it was, in fact, in all sorts of problems. In the end, it went to Robson. That's Curlis. Delivers the cross. Mills got his head to it. There's McKeown, all sorts of a tangle, but eventually through to Robson.
Glenavon, Jackie, really haven't sorted out the understanding at the minute between the central defenders and the goalkeeper. There's been 3 or 4 occasions when defenders been leading at the goalkeeper and vice versa.
And they may get another chance now to get it right. That's a good ball in. And that's McKeown with the header. Did well to pull back with Steve Kahn coming in behind him. There's the ball from McGee, caught in the breeze, and McKeown, well, he did well. So Greg Davidson, once again, the in-swinger. A sign there of just how breezy it is. The breeze blowing from the Spion Cop here at Windsor Park, right down the pitch into that railway stand. Davidson had success in the very first minute. Tries it again, and it was almost in. Portadown claiming. Steve Kahn there, asking the referee, and almost an action replay from the in-swinging corner. And that would have been quite amazing had that gone in. This time, Joey Cunningham will try from the other side. But the young keeper, Robson, well, it would be a test for any keeper. Here's Cunningham. Oh, it's a good one. And it's another corner. I think Robson got a hand to that one. So the Glenavon goalmouth under siege at this moment. Davidson to try again. Again, it's aimed at the back post. Well held the goalkeeper. I think the free kick may have been given. And Michael McKeown, a nice touch there, patting his keeper on the head, saying well done. And that's Steve Kahn, who's taken a knock. Portadown bench at the far end with the glasses. Ronnie McFall, his team in front. But Jim, I was saying earlier about Glenavon missing players like Blackledge, Conville, Des McCann, Gareth Davies. That's a lot of talent, a lot of experience, isn't it?
It is indeed. I think if you look at Portadown as well, they're missing a couple of players, and it says a lot for the relative squads at both clubs. But I mean, at the moment, Glenavon obviously under pressure with the breeze at their back, but I don't think the players who are missing would have made any difference at this stage, Jack.
Yes, I would say, as we have played 28 minutes of this first half, that Portadown might well have been looking for more goals with the breeze in this opening 45 minutes. Good strong header from McKeown. Dean McCulloch. That's Brian Strain in there quickly. But again, the long ball. Throw in goes to Dean McCulloch and Glenavon. It's interesting that Craig Robson, he's delivering the kicks as far as he can. Glenavon, really part of their game is building from the back, and the Portadown players have pushed up to try and snuff that out. And it's, so far it seems to be working. Here's Mills. Oh, I thought he was lining it up. Davidson, good effort. Very good shot from the little fella, but well held by the keeper. And that should help Robson's confidence. It came to Mills first of all. He lost out. It fell then for Davidson. Quite rightly, had the shot. Good goalkeeping. Kahn. Oh, Curlis coming through. Well saved again by Robson from Ian Curlis. Ian Curlis, the fullback, has got 1 goal so far this season. Almost in there for another. But a good save there, again, by Robson. And those couple of saves will have done that young man no harm at all, Jim.
Yeah, I think it started with the corner from Greg Davidson that he held under pressure, although he was fouled. Obviously, instilled a bit of confidence in him. The last 2 saves now will help him, hopefully, for the rest of the game.
Oh, Khan, quite rightly. What a goal! I was going to say, quite rightly, having the shot. And what a finish. Half an hour gone, it's 2-0, and goal number 25 of the season for Steve Khan. The ball played forward. He didn't even look, tried his luck, and what a finish.
Well, there's not a lot the keeper could have done about that, Jackie. Whatever keeper, it was a tremendous strike. But the right thing to do with the wind at your back.
McConville. And I think he was fouled, yes he was. Good decision by David McGill. So a chance for Glenavon to put some pressure on Mickey Keenan in that Portadown goal. They haven't managed to do too much of that as yet. And they would certainly like a goal before half-time. Taken by McKeown. Ferguson. Oh, that's Paul Doolan back there. Just getting it away. Michael McKeown in a bit of a hurry. Davidson. Oh, taken out by Dean McCullough. And I think we have a booking as Greg Davidson lies in pain. Here's the incident. Davidson did well. Across comes McCullough. And right across. Yes, he caught him.
Yeah, I don't think he could argue over a booking there. I think he was a little bit late.
Yeah, I can see the red card sticking out of the referee's pocket. I don't think we'll be seeing a red card. It is the yellow one for Dean McCullough. Alfie Stewart, no doubt aiming for that penalty area. Right through. And Craig Robson, there must be a few nerves there. Not quite sure what way this ball is bouncing off the slippery surface.
I think Portadown will be pushing for a third one here in the last couple of minutes, Jack. You know yourself, as they say in the game, sometimes the worst lead you can have is 2-0.
That's right.
One goal and the other team's back end, you're under pressure.
There's always something better about 3, isn't it? But as Glenavon try to claw their way back, they will realise, I'm sure, that Portadown have the best defensive record in the Irish League. Only 6 goals conceded in their 11 games. Glenavon, they've conceded 15. Major. That was Andy Russell. Strain finds Doolan, finds Strain. But that's much too long for Doolan. Picture, who's now settled into the Portadown side. He had a few critics at Shamrock Park, I believe, but I say I rate him very highly, Jim. In by Major. That was Byrne getting it away. Here comes Doolan. Runs straight into Fintan McConville. McBride runs into Strain. Strain doing a bit of pushing. Free kick to Glenavon. The referee, David McGill, going over to the Glenavon bench, having a word there with the Glenavon manager, Terry Nicholson. Something may have been shouted from that bench. And Terry obviously feeling a bit disconsolate at this moment, trailing by those 2 goals. Paul Byrne gets it forward. Caught in the breeze again. Ferris. On by Russell, this is McBride. Good ball in, McCoy! And Keenan had to readjust. But a good sweeping move and almost the perfect finish from McCoy.
Great ball in from McBride this, Jack, if you just see it again. McCoy just gets his toe to it, and Keenan reacts very, very well to get down and smother it.
Well, as the breeze howls around the commentary box here in the gantry at Windsor Park, Jim, it's still fairly strong. And as you say, Glenavon will be hoping it remains that way. Here comes Major. Mills. It's not away yet. It is now. And that was Glenn Ferguson getting it out. Major again. Davidson. Oh, good turn. Khan gets it back in. Oh, no real power in the header though, and the goal kick goes to Glenavon. I think it would be fair to say, Glenavon, with the breeze in the second half, we might see a bit more control, a bit of the usual Glenavon.
Yeah, I think hopefully we'll see Steve McBride, as you said earlier on, getting down the flanks, getting a few crosses in, but they've got players like McBride, Ferris, Ferguson, who have all good shots. McCoy, who's a proven goal scorer. I would like to see them shooting a bit as well, 30 or 40 yards out. On a night like this, we've already seen what Steve Crown was able to do. Nothing to suggest that they can't do something similar.
Well, the situation is they'll have to do that, and I'm quite sure that Terry Nicholson will be reminding them of that during the half-time break. It will be Michael McKeown then with the free kick. The ball not staying still. We're into the last 2 minutes of the first half. McGee turned well. He's got Khan, he's got Davidson. It's off Khan's heel. But again, the breeze helps take it through to the keeper. Scapatici gives it away though, as does Cunningham. Russell finds Ferris. The long ball looks for McBride. Found him. McCoy did well. Keep it in. Almost getting it through to Ferguson, but not quite. McBride, but he's caught offside. And he was. Steve McBride, who hasn't really had a chance to show his paces as yet. Curless, long ball, looking for the run from Khan. Dean McCulloch read it. Oh, he's given it away. Davidson, Doolan, Khan. That was Byrne in the way. Cunningham shadowed by Andy Russell. Philip Major takes it quickly. McGee going down, but no free kick given. Once again, it's left for the man with the long throw, Philip Major. It's off Davidson, and the goal kick goes to Glenavon. We're now in time added on in this first half. And it's been quite an eventful opening 45 minutes in this first cup final for young Craig Robson. Last 3 games before this, he had clean sheets. 45 minutes tonight, he's conceded 2. But since then, he's done quite well. So the fans in the crowd blowing their whistles, as does referee David McGill, brings to an end the first half. An eventful opening 45 minutes it was. Portadown leading by 2 goals to 0. In the first minute, we had a goal from Greg Davidson. There he is, to my mind, the ball going straight in, direct from the in-swinging corner. The second came on the half hour from Steve Khan, his 25th of the season. So there we are then at Windsor Park, half-time in this Budweiser Cup final. It's Portadown 2, Glenavon 0. We'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back then to Windsor Park for the second half of this Budweiser Cup final. Just a reminder, it's 2-0 to Portadown, and that is Kevin McKeever, who's on as a substitute. Alfie Stewart, the man going off. I've been told he's got a hamstring injury. Craig Robson playing with the breeze this time, Glenavon. His chance to hit a long one, and he does. And looking around, no changes on the Glenavon side. So will that upset the Portadown rhythm? Alfie Stewart going off. I must say I didn't see any trace of that injury, Jim.
No, I didn't notice anything at all during the first half. It looks like he wasn't actually involved that much in the game, but he didn't seem to be hobbling or anything, so probably something that did occur during that.
Portadown trying to get forward. Now having to play against this strong breeze. Curlis. Davy Mills running into blue shirts though, and here's Glenn Ferguson. Very good challenge from Brian Strain. It's with Khan. Major goes down the right, tried to find him but didn't, and the chase on for McKeever. First touch for the substitute, and it's a good one. Mickey Keenan there, and he may well be busier in the second half than he was in the first, although he did have to make a couple of saves. See that breeze as strong as ever, the ball hanging in the air. McBride, maybe too long, and it was. Just looking here, Jim, this evening, 30th game of the season for both. Conditions making it more difficult. We enjoy the action, but it's a big burden, isn't it, for part-time players? And it's not even Christmas yet.
This is it. It's very, very difficult. I mean, my own personal opinion is that we play too many competitions and ask players to play too many matches. I mean, if you take Portadown, as far as I know, they played something like 8 pre-season friendlies, so before Christmas they're going to have played over 40 matches, which I think is ridiculous for part-time players.
Yes, in fact, Portadown manager Ronnie McFall was one of the critics recently in the press. He was saying, give us a break, we play too many games. But Portadown and Ronnie quite happy at the moment. They are 2 up in this final. And that was first goal in the first minute. Greg Davidson's in-swinging corner. He has claimed it. It may well have got the faintest of touches on the way in, we're told. But to my mind, Davidson's goal, Jim.
It was very, very difficult to see in the replay, Jackie, if the defender did get a touch, but I'd be disappointed if I was Greg Davidson and I wasn't being credited with it.
And as you know, Jim, any goal scorer will certainly claim it. Doolan. Oh. Path back to the keeper blocked, but it's with Major. Khan, who got that second Portadown goal, and it certainly was one to remember. Ferguson. And this is Russell. This is better from Glenavon. McCoy trying to get in there. McKeever in the way, and a corner kick for Glenavon. And up comes noise from the blue and whites on the terraces. Then Ferguson at the front post. So the corner swung in by McBride. McConville, good challenge though from Curlis to put him off, and that's Mills completing the clearance. Davidson runs into McKeown. Just couldn't find the left footer, Michael McKeown. But the signs were he was ready to wind it up and have a go.
See, Greg tries to stick the ball through his legs, loses out. McCone gets in to have the shot, as we were saying. Just doesn't get the power behind it, and Mickey Keenan collects it.
But a signal there, I think, that the plan is clear. Shoot on sight and get that ball into the Portadown goal mouth. And at 2 down, it's something they have to do. They have nothing to lose.
McGee. Well read by Byrne. Very assured player is Paul Byrne, the Glenavon skipper. Scapatici. A bit untidy, it's with Ferris. But hurried into the mistake by Davidson and then Doolan. Russell. McBride, a bit of space. Men in the middle. Portadown get it out. Scapatici. Obstruction. And it was by Doolan. I don't think you can have any complaints there. And another chance for Glenavon to push forward. 5 minutes into this second half. Paul Byrne took it quickly. That was McCoy going down. Nothing given. Byrne has it again. Coming deep on that left flank. He'll see plenty of the ball this time. McBride. Conville finds Dean McCullough. Scapatici, there's the shots, and it wasn't a bad one, was it? Good effort from the fullback, and Mickey Keenan had to look lively. Scapatici, quite rightly, having a go, but well dealt with by Keenan. McBride, good ball in. It's Curlis getting in the way. McCullough is inside and receives. McBride, oh, he did well! But once again, at the second attempt, Keenan kept it out. But Glenavon certainly giving it a go in these early stages of the second half. Through from McCullough. McBride shielded it well. Let it go, and almost problems for Mickey Keenan. It's on by McCoy. Ferguson. Off Ferguson. Throw into Portadown. Then Ferguson, the number 9, first season at Mornview Park. 13 goals, including 2 in the semi-final against Omatan. Cunningham. On the run, Cunningham. Oh, good efforts. And well dealt with by Craig Robson. But a sign there of the danger of Joey Cunningham. Scored a great goal from this position in the Gold Cup final here last month. But this time, well saved the keeper. There's the Portadown bench with the cap, Ronnie McFall, who in fact took over as manager of Portadown 4 years ago this month. McBride gets it into the danger area. That was won by Mills. Here comes Scapatici and Cunningham. And it goes to Glenavon. I'm not sure Joey agreed with that. McBride battling there, but can't get to it. And a chance for the break. It's McGee. Khan is to his right. It's 2 against 2. Steve Khan still going. Good ball across, but just wide of that far post. Good run and good play from Steve Khan. Good forward play here, Jim.
A good break, and this is what Glenavon have obviously got to watch for, but McGee keeps his head well here. He sprays it wide to Khan. He comes up well, he takes Byrne on. Really an example of why he's probably scored 25 goals this season, just past the post.
Curlis finds McGee. Davidson, good football. Curlis, forward by Doolan. Doolan gets it again. And this is Dean McCullough. The up and under. They run on for McBride, but no chance of catching that one.
Halfway through the second half, it's still 2-0 Portadown. Davidson in there challenging Greg Davidson. And there's the fans, the red and whites of Portadown. Early celebrations as Glenavon prepare to make a change. Number 11, Jeff Ferris, the man going off. Tony Cochrane, number 12, coming on. Played his first full game, started his first full game for Glenavon on Saturday. Tony Cochrane joined the club about a year ago from Distillery. And there's Jeff Ferris. His cup final for him is over. Seek out McCoy, but doesn't find him. Cunningham, challenged by Russell. Cunningham. Almost a good ball through to McGee, but well read in the end by Paul Byrne. And a chance for Robson to kick another long one. McBride, can he get in there? Keenan is out. His handling let him down again. Safety first from Mickey Keenan in the end. Scappaticci trying to steal a yard or two. Quick smile at the referee. Realised he was in the wrong, and they've now agreed where he'll take it from. Looks like a long one. Scappaticci runs into Carno, and this is McGee. Portadown's throw. Portadown talking about their 11 wins in 11 Irish League games. As far as I can see, the only team in European football with a 100% league record. They're not the only unbeaten team in the British leagues. Arsenal, they haven't lost in 16 First Division games. And West Ham, the leaders in the Second Division, they are unbeaten in 20 games. Philip Major. Ferguson turned well. Thought it was a good ball, but in the end, out of play.
Glenavon really at this stage, I mean, they've got to be pressing forward and trying to get a goal. As the game goes on, Portadown are looking more organised and more composed.
Here's Cunningham. If anybody's composed, he is. Mills tries to head for the line. Good tackle. Yeah, Jim, just taking up that point. Glenavon obviously trying to get forward, but to their credit, Portadown have really battled hard in midfield. Yeah, breeze or no breeze.
Yeah, that's right. They've worked very, very hard.
Long throw from Major, away by Scappaticci. Davidson gets it in there. Bit of pushing by Major, and it was free kick given.
We did say as well in the first half, it's sometimes just as difficult to play with the breeze, and at the minute really Glenavon haven't been able to capitalise on it.
They are celebrating early. McBride. Oh, lining up the shots, has to turn. And the free kick given against Ferguson. He might have played the advantage there, David McGill, but overall he's had a good game. So Glenavon are taking off Andy Russell, and that is Brian Robson, who's coming on for his debut in a Glenavon shirt. 23-year-old striker. He comes from Udenards. He has been substituted a few times, but never got into the action. Well, here he is in the later stages of this Budweiser Cup final. Forward by Strain. Khan bundled over by Michael McKeown. I think he felt that. But Portadown, and no rush at all. There's the movement from Khan. He receives, gives it to Davidson. Mills is forward, McGee is forward, goes back instead to Doolan. Cunningham, nice flick to Davidson, well played. McGee is in the middle, but he couldn't get there. Good defending by Scappaticci, but he's given away the corner.
As the game has gone on in midfield, the Portadown midfield, especially Doolan, Cunningham and Mills have really come more and more into the game in the second half.
Joey Cunningham looks to the back post. Mills was trying to get up there but couldn't. Scappaticci leads the break forward for Glenavon, but Davidson in the way. Davidson won it back. Khan, the only red shirt forward at the moment. And McKeown gives it to his keeper. Long kick and McBride is off in the run. Good control from Brian Strain. Doolan to Curlis. Long ball forward. Davidson. Khan. Oh, that's a good ball, McGee. He could be in here, but played it short for Joey Cunningham. And that was a good chance for Portadown. There's McGee, saw the space, but just couldn't deliver the pass. Well, Jim, a couple of minutes left, decision time. The man of the match, the £100 in the bubbly, goes to whom?
It's been a very difficult decision, Jackie, actually, and Portadown dominating the first half and really controlling most of the second half. I've chosen Greg Davidson for his overall contribution to the game. He's worked very, very hard. He's epitomised really the way Portadown have played tonight. They've worked very, very hard. They've worked for each other, shown a lot of spirit and commitment.
Yes, as you said, there were a few contenders, but I would not disagree with your decision. And a smile there from Greg Davidson. He may have heard us. Forward by Robson. The last throws for Glenavon. Looks all up for the Blues. And Khan just couldn't find Davidson there. Did well. Davidson ambling out to get the ball. Oh, and he felt that from Michael McKeown. Our man of the match is down and out for the moment. And I think there'll be a yellow card here for McKeown for that challenge. So a yellow card then for Michael McKeown. There's a sign of the spirit of the game, going over to have a word with Greg Davison. Derek Kinley administering the treatment with Portadown physio. And they've certainly enjoyed their evening. And so too have the Portadown bench. Nearest us there, Ronnie McFall. If they win a third trophy for Ronnie McFall, the league championship last season, this season already the Ulster Cup, and tonight it certainly looks like the Budweiser Cup. We are now in time added on for injuries in this cup final. There may be a bit of that. We had a couple of injuries in the second half. Cunningham. Still running, Joey Cunningham. That's a good ball! And all the way across the face of that goal mouth. Michael McKeown to bring it forward. The fans blowing their whistles. Mr. McGill hasn't blown his as yet. He's having a look at the watch. There he is. So overall, it hasn't been a classic cup final. The weather has seen to that. It is all over. Delight on the terraces. Not a classic by any means, but a good game of football. Greg Davison got the first goal for Portadown in the first minute. They went on to become Jim Cleary's man of the match. There he is, getting a hug from the skipper, Brian Strain. The second goal on the half hour coming from Steve Kahn, and that was certainly one to remember. There's Steve Kahn, 25 goals this season, acknowledging the cheers of the crowd, and there will be a few more celebrations tonight at Shamrock Park. Final scoreline then in this Budweiser Cup final. It's Portadown 2, Glenavon 0.
Steve Kahn, many congratulations. More celebrations for Portadown. I don't think there can be any arguments. The better team won.
Well, that's right. I thought overall we played very well today. It was one of our best performances of the season, and it made up for the disappointment for the last cup final.
And the conditions must have made it very difficult.
The conditions were very hard. The swirling wind made it hard for both teams in both halves, so nobody really got an advantage.
What a start, first minute goal.
That's right, we can't believe it, you know. You always talk about getting off to a quick start, and luckily, you know, Greg took a good corner and went in the back of the net.
I think there was a suggestion that a defender may have got a touch, but I think Greg may have claimed it.
Well, I think he'll be telling us in the dressing room it's his goal, so...
Let's talk about the second one, on the half hour. What a goal it was for you.
Well, normally I don't score many goals outside the box. I think I told you that last Saturday. But I just felt I had to have a shot with the wind behind me, and luckily it went in.
And the perfect lift this, looking forward to Saturday and that league meeting at Shamrock Park.
Well, that's right. I can't wait for it to come around, because there'll be a good atmosphere, a good support again, and it's another game in the league for us.
Steve, many congratulations.
Thanks, Jackie. Thanks.
So there we are, the third cup final of the season between the Mid-Ulster Big Two. Portadown, they started off winning the Ulster Cup. Last month, Glenavon won the Gold Cup. Tonight it was Portadown's turn again, winning the Budweiser Cup. And the celebrations belong to Shamrock Park this evening. Hope you enjoyed the highlights from all of us here at Windsor Park. It's good night. Bye-bye.